So, I wanted to talk about a game I played this year and how it's one of the worst games I've ever played in a while. Now, I'm not going to say the name of it yet. I like to build some mystery. It's something that insulted me in more ways than one. And that thought alone is just like, oh wow, what kind of game was it? The game that I played that I deemed to be one of the worst games I've ever played of all time. It wasn't even released this year. It's old, like 10 years old at this point. The game in question is No More Heroes 2. I don't want to be extremely provocative today. I don't want to be so vulgar and brass because it's very late and I am extremely tired, but I will just vent my frustrations out and make something out of this because fuck this game and everything it stands for. So, what did it do? How did this game hurt me? Let's just do something simple. The story, first of all. I actually don't mind it. For a quick summary recap. After the events of 1, Travis, he didn't get laid. Sylvia stood him up. He fought his brother, and that's the end of the story. And the second game, however, it picks up somewhat after 1 left off. He realized that Sylvia was just a lying bitch, and so he decides to just drop out of the UAA. He's not an assassin anymore. Until Sylvia comes back and tells him, hey, Travis, you need to be an assassin. He says no, and then just like the first game, she promises him with sex, and he just willingly agrees. Like the first game never happened. Like he learned nothing from the first game. Thankfully, though, it changes halfway through. Like in the beginning, you see Bishop, Bishop, the guy who ran the video store, he gets killed by Jasper Bat. Who's this guy? Well, if you play the assassin contracts in No More Heroes 1, you would have ran into the Pizza Bat family, or as they were called, Pizza Butt, whatever. You would have ran into them. You killed the father, or the brother, and another brother, and Jasper Bat is the descendant of that family, and he wants revenge. And so he kills Bishop to tell Travis to basically reach number 1 and come fight me. And so he does. He climbs the ranks, yada yada, and reaches number 1. Along the way, he realized that all this killing is starting to get to him. He realized there's no point in any of this because he might just die. And before no, Sylvia might just forget him too. So Travis, he really isn't feeling that. I would say this is a good character arc, some good character development. He realized that all this UAA bullshit was just a whole lot of fucking nothing. This is a whole nothing burger, just an endless cycle. So maybe he might be able to break the cycle. But Sylvia, I don't know how, but she managed to keep up on her promise and actually give this nigga the sex that he wanted. So I guess he's still on the UAA's good side, whatever. And then Travis kills Jasper, and that's the whole story. I have no real problem with it. My only fucking gripe is that it literally just retcons most of Travis's character from 1. Like, he learned nothing. Like, he's just head over heels for Sylvia again, even though he should probably be more stern with her, because, yeah, she fucking stood him up and she lied to him. But from what it was, I guess, fucking, who cares? It's whatever. It's a story of No More Heroes. You don't really play No More Heroes games for their story now, do you? Anyway, whatever. Now, why am I really upset with this game? It all lies within the gameplay and the boss fight. So, let me just, I don't know, quickly summarize this. I don't want to talk long. I want to pass out, but let me at least air my grievances before I do. So, the problem with No More Heroes 2 is that it's a straight up insult to No More Heroes 1 in every way, shape, and or form. What do I mean by this? Allow me to explain. Now, let's start with something very familiar with No More Heroes 1. You know, the open world, right? Where you could hop on Travis's motorcycle, you could drive around, explore places, beat open trash cans for money or shirts, customizables, items, whatever. Yeah, take that open world aspect of No More Heroes 1 and remove it in 2. They just fucking gutted that out. Like, there's no point anymore. If you want to go to a mission or something, you select it in like a fucking scroll down main menu. That's literally it. Like, that's all it is. Like, wow, I really feel invested in this whole game world that that I really feel invested in this whole game world that you stripped away from me. Now I don't care anymore. That's amazing. Congratulations. But it gets worse. It gets worse. Now, when it comes to the jobs in one, they varied from okay, sure, why not, to some why am I even here? Why am I even doing this? Those jobs, while annoying at times, they were useful. If you remember, No More Heroes 1 is a very money-based game. Like, you really need LB money to buy anything from beam katana upgrades. You need it to progress the story. For costumes, yeah, you get the gist. And two, it's just like the jobs are just stripped away from any type of style grace, and they're just NES clones. And you don't even get like adjusted payment, bro. It's just more like you're on a fixed fee. They give you a fixed amount of money. That's it, and that's all you're gonna get. Oh wow, I really want to scream, but I just can't. So let's just move on. What else did they ruin? You see, you play the assassin missions to get more LB money, but they removed that as well. Now they have revenge contracts. You don't get paid for this. You're really just doing this for revenge. So there is no point at all. It's just a complete waste of time. Thank you, game, for wasting my time even more than you already have. What else? What else? The beam katanas, they fucking suck. Two of them are reskins, like repurposed from the first game. One of them is like a big ass long sword beam katana, but that serves no purpose and it's literally just a waste of space. If anything, most people are going to be using the dual beam katanas. What's it called again? The phony, whatever that. They're going to be using that. So they made the Outer World gameplay worse. How is the actual gameplay itself? Well, I'll say this, it's faster, but the only reason it's fast because they're using it to mask all the shitty fucking fixes they did between 1 and 2. For example, Dark Step, it's fucking nerfed to shit. If you even pull it off, it's like, what's the point? And it ends like in 5 seconds. It does like 2% damage to anyone. Fucking anyone. Not to mention the enemies here are just melee sponges. It's a waste of time. It's not fucking good. It's more annoying than anything. I would really prefer in 1 if you just cut one guy down, get ready to do a massive slash, and if there's like a group of motherfuckers around him, you could just do one single stroke and you'll just kill like 5 to 6 different people in just one go. Can you do that in 2? Well, you can, but they maxed it out to like 2, and that's pretty much all you get. Thanks a fucking lot, you piece of shit. That's why the gameplay is faster, just to mask all the shittiness. Well, besides the melee sponge enemies and the fucking fact that when you play the level itself, no music plays at all. Like most of the time, it's literally just silence. This is one section right before you fight Margaret, where you have to fight in a parking lot for like an undisclosed amount of time, like 5 to 10 minutes, and there's literally nothing, no fucking music, no nothing. You're just standing there cutting enemies left and right. You're just hoping this shit will end, and it feels like it never does end. It just keeps going and going. It's fucking infuriating. Like, why would you do that? At least give me some backing track of something. No, just put me in silence and kill enemies until the game says, all right, you're done. You can move on. Like, what the fuck? The bosses in this game are so fucking bad. All the bosses in this game consist of roll slop. What do I mean by that? When you're fighting a boss, you could learn its battle mechanics, you could learn how it operates, you could learn, I don't know, its gimmicks so you could use that to its advantage. Roll slop is essentially, you're not learning anything about the boss. All you're doing is dodge rolling until you can get a couple hits off and you're just dodge rolling back and forth. That's all this fucking game is. It is filled to the brim with nothing but roll slop bosses. None of them are interesting. None of them have a unique gimmick that makes them like, wow, this guy was actually fun to play, or wow, this guy was a pain in the ass to fight. No, you get none of that here. I swear to God. You know how bad it is? I fought a boss, and I forgot her name. I'm gonna put it on the screen. I fought this bitch, and immediately after I fought her, I forgot everything about her. Literally like 2 minutes after I fought this bitch. That's how forgettable she is. That's how forgettable these fucking bosses are. None of them are worth a diddle dick. I mean that with 100%, with 1,000%. The only bosses I can count on my fucking hand that at least piqued my interest for like, I don't know, 2 or more seconds. Nathan Copeland, Captain Vladimir, Margaret, and Alice, I guess. Mimi, that one boss that Henry fights in his dream sequence, albeit it's a dream, it's not really anything, but in terms of, I don't know, Playability, fun, I guess it's fun. Alright, what's another fight I remember the most and think of fondly? The final boss of this game, of course, is Jasper Bat. Now, I played this fucking fight for over 2 hours and I still couldn't get it. I took a break. I came back. I played it for another 2 hours. I was still pissing me the fuck off. Eventually, I got it. And then he has a phase 3 where he's a fucking giant weatherman balloon. But the real kicker is phase 2. Fuck this fight and literally everything it stands for. I don't want to hear some bullshit from those people that says, oh, well, basically, it's the final boss. The final boss is supposed to be difficult. It's the final boss. It's supposed to be hard. Don't you dare give me that shit when all the fucking enemies in this goddamn game resorted to nothing but roll slop. Especially his first fucking face. It's so piss easy you could no damage that fucking shit. This game has no excuse to do a 180 and drop some absolute bullshit on my fucking head. I refuse to accept that. What makes Jasper Bat's second phase so goddamn annoying solely based on the fact he has this stupid ass super attack that he does where he teleports and he punches. Now, that doesn't seem bad on its own if you just dodge it the first time, but who's to say he's not going to do it a second time, a third time, a fourth time, and a fifth time? He just does it back to back to back to back. Why? Because he fucking can. If you think that's cheating, well, people just call you a fucking chud that you just suck at video games. I don't make the rules. I just follow them. Also, not to mention, he has another fucking dumbass super attack. You watch JoJo. You know Jonathan Joestar's Zoom Punch. Think of it like that. He will literally do that, and he will spam that as well twice in a row. Just Zoom Punch here, Zoom Punch there, yada 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 yada. If you get fucking stuck in the corner, well, you're shit out of luck. Fuck you and fuck your time, fuck your energy, just fuck everything about you. You're a fucking joke. Haha, fuck you. I would have excused all of it if it weren't for the fucking windows. If you fucking dare at least stand 2 centimeters near the goddamn window, I'm talking like if your elbow is just peeking the corner of that window and you're not even close to it, this piece of shit will use his zoom punch, teleport punch, whatever the fuck, and he'll knock Travis out the goddamn window every time without fucking fail. I am so annoyed with this fucking boss fight. Fuck Jasper Bat. Fuck his boss fight. Fuck everything he stands for. Fuck the other bosses in this game. Fuck the gameplay. Fuck the stripped away open world. What I'm trying to say is, fuck No More Heroes 2. The music is good. Some of the character designs are cool. That's all I can say. Fuck this game. It is one of the worst games I have ever played.